because sometimes you are too blinded by love. We know that you still love me. Do you still love me? Please show me that you love me.
Because you are whole in yourself. You don't have to have another half to fulfill you. Off to the sauna.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. And we got these slippers. Cute. Not bad at all. Here we come. Hey boo. Oh, cute. Cute. We go to the swimming pool on the rooftop. Yo, this is so fancy. Husband.
Look at this.
Husband. Woo!
Where's the sun, man?
The sun is gone, my friend. Welcome back to the channel. We are still in Malta and this is the perfect spot on our hotel. So we just wanted to talk about relationship and dating, because I spoke about in my last video that I wanted to talk about marriage and all those important things to be aware of, but I just think that it's so important to talk about pre-marriage and all the things that is important to think about before you go into talking about marriage and think about, oh, is this the right person, and so on. So today I've got my handsome husband with me, and yeah, he will be participating
Yes.
in this video, and yeah, maybe he can bring some masculine view on this topic as well. So dating, love, what is some of the things that you think is important to think about before you get married?
Well, I think first and foremost, even before you start dating, even before you start looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend, I think it's very important to know your value, because you know, it's a typical thing to say that when you find someone you love, like, you complete me, you are my better half, or you just make me a whole person. But to be honest, we don't really believe in that, do we?
No.
No.
Do we?
Because we believe that we are human beings, individuals,
Yeah.
and we have our value
Yeah.
as individual persons, and we do not need another person to fulfill who we are.
Yeah.
because it's way more important that you find out who you are and your true identity in Jesus Christ. Because as soon as you know who you are, then you will also be able to give out of who you are to your significant other.
Yeah, and the person who potentially will be your husband or wife. And I just think that it's so important, the point you have when you have your partner, your boyfriend or girlfriend, you tend to give this person, you give them sort of the crown in your life. What I'm trying to say is that if we don't know our value, we tend to put too much pressure on our partner. And eventually, because we as persons, we as humans, we are not always perfect, and that is why it's so important to know where is your value and what place should my partner be in my life. So that is why I don't have to always say this is my better half, because you are whole in yourself. You don't have to have another half to fulfill you, or you don't have to have this person to give you value. And that is some of those patterns that we see, especially in the dating community, because people are just so eager to find the one and only person that can fulfill them. They're just so eager to find that person that they wanted to spend the rest of their life with, that they don't think about where am I putting this person in my heart, and how is this person going to add value in my life. This person should not be the person that is fulfilling me, because I am enough in myself. And yeah, do you have something to say otherwise?
Well, your value is unique, and you need to find out who you are, because it's not about putting pressure on one another. We want to come to a point where we don't put pressure on one another, but where we actually are helping one another to be better individuals. So we strengthen one another in our relationship, and supporting who we are as individuals. So for instance, I want to support Christella in the things that she's doing, and and she want to support me in the things that I'm passionate about, and that's very important. So it's not like I'm sucking out all the energy from you, because I need this confirmation and affirmation all the time that you still love me. Do you still love me? And please show me that you love me. You don't show me that you love me so much these days. What's wrong? What have I done wrong? And that puts the pressure on the other person, because you rely your need for love and affirmation on your partner, and that's eventually gonna wear them out and gonna wear you out. So find your true identity in God, and that's all you need. Of course, we are made to show each other love and affirmation, but it's only when you come to a point where you know your true value in God that you are able to give out of your heart to the other person, and to carry them when they're weak, and they will carry you when you are weak, so you can help one another and not wear each other like down partners. And put pressure on one another.
Partners in life. And also, one of the things that is so important is that when you have a good support system,
your friends family around you.
Yeah, the things that they're saying, oh, maybe this person is not the best for you. That is one of the things that you should be aware of. The things that, okay, these people know me. These people knows my values, and what they say counts. Even though we are like, oh my goodness, this is a very handsome fella.
He's perfect.
But it's so important to listen to the people who are around you, what they say, and if they are constantly saying maybe you should consider if this person is the one for you, maybe there's something to just think through. Even though you love this person, maybe this is not the right person for you. So instead of you going towards marriage and
blindly,
you just have to maybe stop stop
and
evaluate what kind of person is this person. Is this a person who gives me positivity? Is this a person who make me want to be a better person? Or what
Better
sort of
individual.
yeah. I think that is one of the important things. The people who knows you, what do they say about this person as well? And yeah, evaluate it.
Yeah, I just want to add to that it's very important also not just evaluating if it's the right person or not, but are the people around you who sees you and your partner, maybe it will eventually be your your husband or wife, do they see some character issues? Because I think it's character is very important, because maybe you are blinded by love and you don't really see that there are some issues. It could be anger issues, or if it's a very impatient person, how will that be in 10 years when you have 3 kids and you know those everyday situations where life can get tough? How will that person actually react in those situations,
Yeah.
thinking out of the circumstance of just being totally in love? It's very important, because sometimes you are too blinded by love. We know that feeling,
Yeah,
and we are
we know
happy
that.
that we had family and friends around
They were
us
tough.
that could
Yeah.
kind of speak some truth into our life and say, hey, have you considered this? So it's not about you know, you should not be with this person, but more that you evaluate things, and that you talk together about those issues and say, hey, if I'm gonna marry you, I cannot live with this. Be honest with one another and say, hey, if we're gonna continue together, we have to work on this together. Your anger issue can get in the way of our relationship. Be honest with one another in a kind and loving way. But if you don't handle those issues, if you don't confront one another
Yeah.
with things that are not good, character issues, then eventually that can develop into a major problem in marriage later on. So
Yeah.
be honest and listen to your family and friends around you who can see from the outside.
Yeah. Another thing is that you don't want to waste your time.
No.
Life is too short, so don't think, oh, this is my dream girlfriend or my dream boyfriend, and I don't know if I will necessarily marry this person, but it's good for now. You want to be with the person that you can see a future with, the person that will potentially, wow, that was difficult to say, potentially be your the father to your children, or the mother to your children. You want to date the person that you can see a future with, because life is too short. You don't want to waste 1, 2, 3, or even 5 years if this person is not the one for you, if you are not walking together towards a marriage, and you don't want to waste not only your time, but you don't want to waste your boyfriend's time. So if you know that this person is not a person that I will potentially marry, then I would say consider if you are just wasting each other's times, because life is too short, and before you know it, you'll be in your 30s. No,
40s.
40s, 50s. And if that is something that I just think that we were very honest with each other about that if we don't if you are not walking towards marriage, if you are not in this because we wanted to marry each other eventually, then that relationship,
then it's a waste of time.
Yeah, it's a waste of time, and you don't want to waste your time.
No. Life
Life is too short. So instead of you think about, I just want a boyfriend, or I need a girl in my life, like I need a girl to be my one. I need that person. Consider what kind of person,
What's your goal?
what's your goal, and sometimes the person that you think is the one and only for you most likely is not. So your dream girl is not always the person that you end up marrying, and the guy that you think you should marry maybe isn't the one that will be the one for you. So have an open mind, and yeah.
So that's also leading to the next point, which is two guidelines for you guys if
Yeah.
you are dating. It is values
Yeah.
and chemistry.
Yeah.
So look for that when you're looking for your future partner. What are your own values? Be clear on and very conscious of what are your values. What do
Yeah.
you want to live by in life? And then chemistry. Do you come along, or
Yeah.
is it just a cute
cute-
boy or a beautiful girl?
Yeah.
So chemistry is more
Yeah.
important than physical view.
Yeah.
Of course,
attraction.
it's attraction is also important, and you have to like one another, the look and how they are. But
Yeah.
but personality and chemistry. Do you come along? Do you ever get tired of them, or is it like you can just spend time with them forever?
So I think that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We hope that you enjoyed this little, not so little talk, and and yeah, we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.